Okay, this is 1016 homework. I'm going to do some problems on this sheet and explain my way through. So, if you are having trouble with a certain problem, try it yourself and then fast forward to that problem. The answers are not in order on the bottom. Number 10 doesn't correspond to number 10, but the answers are there to check your work. Try really hard before you look at my solution or the solution that I come up with for this. All right, we'll start with the equivalent fractions. To make an equivalent fraction, we just have to times the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator, by the same thing. So I'm going to make it real easy. I'm going to times it by 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. That is an equivalent fraction to 4/5. But they want 2, so let's do another one. 4/5. Let's times it by 3, and that's 12/15. And that one's done. Okay, let's do the same thing for this one. I would times it by 2, times by 2, and you would get an answer. And then maybe I could do times by 10. That would be real easy. Times by 10. So 16 times 10 is 160. 24 times 10 is 240. That is an equivalent fraction. All right, so you can do one there. A house is 14 3/4 high. 14 3/4 high. Now, write the height as an improper fraction. So when we do word problems, we circle, underline important things, and we want the height as an improper fraction. So that's a pretty easy one. When we do an improper fraction, we're going to take the denominator times the whole number and multiply it by 3. But here, I want to do this real quick. Let's do a simpler one to get the idea. So I'm going to do 2 1/4. Let's draw this out. There's one whole, 2 wholes, and then I have part of a third. So if I was to color this, I have 2 wholes, and then I have one of the third circle. All right, so how many wholes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9, and we broke this down into fourths. So 9/4. That is an improper fraction of 2 1/4. Now, how can I do that without drawing a picture? Well, I have 2 wholes broke up into 4 pieces. 2 wholes broke up into 4 pieces. And I could multiply that. 2 times 4 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I could just add that one, because that little lonely one there just gets added. So to do an improper fraction, I'm going to take and do this times each other, and then I'm going to take that answer and add that. So let's go back up. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then that 9 goes over 4, so 9/4. And you can see we got the same answer. All right, now let's go back to this and do this. All right, so we need to multiply 14 times 4, and let's use what we learned from distributive. So 10 times 4 plus 4 plus, or times 4, sorry, times 4 is the same as 14 times 4, but it's just easier to do, right? 10 plus 4 is 14, and I'm multiplying that by 4. So 10 times 4 is 40, and 4 times 4 is 16. Now if I add those together, it's a lot easier. It's 56. 4 plus 6, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. So that answer is 56. And then what am I have this broke into? Force. So it's 56 force. That's my answer. All right. A factory uses 250 over 100 meters of sheet metal to make 9 boxes. So this is important. Write the meters of sheet metal as a mixed number. Okay, mixed number. So there are more in the numerator than there are in the denominator. And the denominator is how many, this is how many it's broke into, and this is how many, the top is how many pieces we have. So how many of the denominator go into the numerator? 2 holes, and then we have 50 left over, so I'm going to put that over 100. All right, we can reduce this. I'm going to just drop those zeros off. 2 and 5/10. And I can still divide. I can divide this by 5, divide by 5, and we get 2 and 1/5. Okay, so that is in its lowest terms. All right, pizza, and you know I love pizza. So we'll do the pizza one next. All right, so Jeff has a pizza that is divided into 8 pieces. So I'm going to write Jeff. And then his friend Hunter. So Jeff has a pizza that's divided into 8 pieces, so that's my bottom number. And he ate 3 of them. That's my top number. Hunter has a pizza that is the same size and is divided into 4 equal parts, and he ate 3. Who ate more? So 4 is important. 8, 3, 3. So Hunter divided it into 4. And he ate 3 slices. That's important. Jeff had pizza. Who ate more? Pizza. Okay, so we don't have to say, we don't have to compare. We just have to know who ate more. So we're just comparing them. All right, show work, draw a picture, and explain. Okay, so we're going to have to show our work, and we'll draw a picture. All right, so to compare these, I want the denominator the same. So I might just take and multiply the 3/4 by 2, because then I get the denominators the same. So 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so now those two are equivalent fractions. Well, we can see Hunter ate more than Jeff. All right, let's draw this. So first I'm going to draw the 3/8. There's 4, there's 8. And he ate 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, Hunter, 1, 2, 3. We can see right here, Hunter, we can see right there, Hunter ate more. But let's draw that equivalent fraction we did. So if I drew over this, he did 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now look, it is the same. Look at that. It is the same. We can see the same shape. All right, so that picture shows it. All right. Kate made 2 pies. There's a hidden number, 2, that were exactly the same size. The first pie was an apple pie, which she cut into 6 equal pieces. 6. Okay, drawing 6 is kind of weird. There's 3. There's 6. Okay, kids are starting to come in. I am going to have to put this on pause, and I guess I will come back in a little bit. Actually, I think that I'm going to end this aside. I think that we've given you enough. You can try number 11 by yourself. So, I will do another video for the other side. So let's call this side 1. All right, I'll make it side 1. All right, here we go.